to have my son come and share with you guys a little bit about reps. In our training, we're talking a lot about reps, and so he hears it from me all the time. So how long do you think I've been talking to you about reps for basketball?
I'm 13 now, so like 6 years.
Okay. And you think when I first started explaining it to you, did you really understand it, or?
No, I just thought it was a bunch of garbage.
Okay, all right. Thank you for your honesty. And so how do you use reps now with basketball?
Well, I just go to the gym like a lot, and so it ends up helping a lot when it comes to games and practice, and when it comes to doing what I think exceeding that and making it go that much better than what I thought I could do.
Okay. What's your favorite type of shot in basketball?
Pointer.
Three-pointer, okay. So one of the things that we'll do, we'll get up 6 o'clock in the morning, we'll get down to the gym, and at the court down in the gym...
There's that, usually 0, but sometimes there's that one girl with her dad. But,
yeah, that one girl with her dad, but we haven't seen her lately now that school started.
Yeah.
And so oftentimes we'll look for you to make 100 shots before 7 o'clock in the morning, so we're getting those reps in. So do you think that shooting that we've been doing at 6:50 in the morning has been helping?
Yeah, because before we started doing that, I think I hit 2 threes, maybe 3 threes at the most, and then...
In one game, right?
Yeah, in one game. And then I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks after that, I hit 6. So it just... what I thought I could do, I went like that.
Yeah. And then, so you'd never had more than 3 3-pointers in one game, and then you hit 6 in one game. How did that feel when that happened?
Good.
Yeah. What were the other players saying to you, or your coach? Or
my coach told me to keep shooting.
Yeah. And were the other kids on your team, were they pretty surprised by it, or did they expect it?
Partly, they were just all we knew you could shoot the ball, but they thought I could only do this much, and I ended up doing that much, and so they were just that was super cool.
So 6 3-pointers in one game.
Yeah.
And then was it the next weekend?
Yeah, next weekend I hit 7.
Yeah. So then you had 7 in one game. And not only did you have 7, but you had 7 through 3 quarters.
Yeah.
So in the fourth quarter, it's possible, you didn't have any more, but you could have, and maybe had 8, 9, or even 10 3-pointers. You had 7 3-pointers. And one of the things that's exciting about it, that 3-point line that he's shooting on, it's the same 3-point line as the high school players play, same 3-point line for college. So it's rare for a high school player or a college player to hit 7 3-pointers in one game. So the sky's really the limit. So the people that are here today, they've traveled in from quite a distance, some of them. Some of them have flown in from states in the Midwest and Texas and so forth. So they're here to get better for public speaking and for coaching. So what reps has done for you for basketball. What would be your advice for any of them?
Well, it's like every time you give a speech, you get that much better. And so after 10, 15, 20 speeches, you start to get a hang of it, and you know what you're doing after that amount of time.
Yeah. And then what about coaching? So some of them are wanting to also be coaches.
Every time you coach a person, you start to get it down more and more and more until you officially, that's what I'm doing. This is exactly how to do it, and it makes more sense.
Yeah. So with basketball, you're in 8th grade now. So you've got the 8th grade season, 4 years of high school, potentially 4 years of college.
Yeah.
So you got another 9 seasons in front of you. So and then who knows, maybe you'll play in the NBA for 10 years, okay? So the shooting that you're doing now, do you see how that shooting will help you, the work you do now will help you in your freshman year in high school and sophomore and all through high school and then potentially all through college?
Yeah.
So for these guys, do you think it'd be the same for them with public speaking? Like a speech that they did now would help them next year and the year after and for many years to come?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So why don't you tell them, my advice to you is to speak to anyone who will listen. So say that to them. Say, my advice to you is to speak to anyone who will listen.
My advice is to speak to anyone who will listen.
Yeah. And so when you speak, you get paid. All right? So I don't know if, do I have any money on me? All right. I got some cash on me.
Don't take an IOU.
So I'm going to give you a starter, and we'll give you some more money a little bit later. But what's important about this is a very powerful metaphor. all right, and we'll hook you up with some more later,
All right.
is every time you speak, you get paid.
Uh-huh.
And so what I want all of you to realize is that when you go out and you're speaking, this isn't just about a hobby. And it absolutely is about living your purpose and making a difference in the lives of others, but it's also about getting paid and getting paid a lot of money. So a regular speech, you can earn $300, $500, $1,000. The most amount of revenue I've ever produced in one speech is $70,000 in revenue. So the amount of money can be absolutely extraordinary. And I really wanted to just drive that point home to all of you. And you just saw Brandon just spoke just for a little bit. He got paid. And so when you speak, you get paid. And you have that linked up in your brain. When I speak, I get paid. So as you're evaluating, the possibility of fear, of speaking, and so forth, if you can just get through your 10 talks, and you're going to make money in those 10 talks, right? I think I shared the example previously in our training where we had one trainer in his third presentation walked out with a check for $10,000. That was a brand new trainer. So just burn that thought in your mind. When I speak, I get paid. Speak to anyone who will listen. And just follow the system. So Brandon's doing it in basketball. I honestly was a little bit surprised when I got the text that he had hit 6 3-pointers in one game. And then the following week, then to hit 7. And that's a direct result of the reps. The great Jim Rohn quote is, it's easy to pay the price when the promise is clear. What came before hitting 6 in a game or 7 in a game was us getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and getting down to the gym. And we're not done doing that. We'll keep doing that all through his high school years. We'll just keep putting the reps in. And so if you'll just take what he's doing and apply it with your own business, if you can really just have, a 13-year-old kid role model for you and apply it to speaking, this little short talk could be the most powerful thing of anything you've ever done with me as far as training, just to see how reps translates into results. And I'd love to see that for all of you. We've got this wonderful system. So, Brandon, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. All right? All right, let's give him a hand.